Hello students. Suppose a forest nearby your city is completely destroyed. Do you think it will really affect our life? Yes? Of course yes. But how? Maybe all the animals living in that forest will come to your house or your neighbor's house. Can you live with them? Obviously not. They may harm us as they are wild. So this proves that forests are somehow important to us as it provides habitat to those wild animals. So let's know more about forest, which is one of our lifelines. So first of all, let's see how a forest looks if seen from a height. It looks completely green. It becomes difficult to see any landmass of the forest. The different tree tops form green cover over the land. Many animals live in such forest. Animals like boar, bison, jackals, porcupine, elephants live in the deeper forest. Thus, a forest is a habitat for many animals and plants. The type of animals and plants differ from forest to forest as per its climatic condition. Apart from trees, many herbs and shrubs are also found in forest. Now, can you tell me how the plants and trees in a forest grow? Have you ever thought who plants all those trees and waters it regularly? Of course, no one cares for the plant in the forest. The forest floor provides favorable condition for them to germinate and develop into a tree. So, this is a picture of a forest. Can you see the branchy part of the trees? That branchy part of the tree above the stem is known as crown. And the branches of tall trees look like a roof over the other plants, which is called canopy. The trees having crown of different types and size create different horizontal layers in the forest, and these are known as understories. In a forest, giant and tall trees constitute the top layer, followed by shrubs, and tall grasses and herbs form the lowest layer. Students, do you know all animals, whether herbivores or carnivores, depend ultimately on plants for food? Let's see how. Herbivores directly depend on plant for their food and often get eaten by other organisms and so on. For example, grass is eaten by insects, which in turn taken by the frog. Then the frog is consumed by snakes. This forms a food chain. So, we can easily find so many examples of such food chains interlinked with each other in a forest. Thus, if one of the food chain is disturbed, it affects other food chains. Every part of the forest is dependent on the other part. Students, have you ever observed a forest floor? There are a large number of tiny insects, ants, beetles, and several microorganisms live in the soil. Have you ever thought what these organisms eat? They feed upon the dead plants and animals and convert them into a dark colored substance called humus. Those microorganisms are called decomposers. Decomposers play an important role in the forest. The presence of humus ensures that nutrients of the dead plants and animals are released into the soil, and then these nutrients are again absorbed by the roots of the living plants. In this way, the nutrients are cycled. Do you know forests are called green lungs? Let's see why. Since we all know that plants release oxygen through the process of photosynthesis, which is required for respiration in animals. Plants also maintain the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. That is why forests are called green lungs. Trees absorb water from their roots and release water vapor into the air through evaporation. This is a part of water cycle which helps in rainfall. Students, can you now imagine a situation when forests disappear? Some of the consequences which will happen due to this are: the amount of carbon dioxide in air will increase, resulting in the increase of Earth's temperature. In the absence of trees and plants, the animals will not get food and shelter. The soil will not hold water, which can cause floods. Deforestation will endanger our life and environment. So, in this chapter, we have learnt the basics of a forest. That is, the type of plants and animals live in it. Also, we have discussed the importance of forests, like forests provide us with oxygen. It protects soil and provides habitat to a large number of animals. It helps in bringing good rainfall. They are source of medicinal plants, timber, and many useful products. Hence, we must preserve our forest. Thank you.